What's up, everybody? Tuesdays with Todd. Finally back again after a short hiatus for August 2nd, 2011. Anybody that's been following along knows what's been going on. Flash flooding kind of took over the basement, so it's not a laughing matter, but at this point I'm just kind of smiling to make it through. We got, that's kind of what's been holding me up, delaying me, and all those things. We do have the basement kind of back in somewhat of a usable space, so that's why I'm down here. I'm trying to take advantage of it. So, yeah, that's what's happening. Let's get down to business. First thing I want to show you guys, repping this Killer Skate Park and Shop shirt. Good friend of mine from a long time ago. Good friend of mine, Glenn, in Evansville, Indiana, runs Killer Skate Park and Shop. Some of the people who came to Huck Jam last year, we took a trip down there and did a little demo. And he's got a really nice large warehouse sized building. He's got a skate park he built completely by himself and with the help of family and friends. And Glenn's a great guy, so if anybody ever gets a chance to get to Evansville, check out Killer. I highly recommend it. You will not be disappointed. And yeah, that's that. If you happen to see Kobe there, smack him around for me one good time. Tell him come. Alright, anyways, let's get down to serious business. Just a few things to get through tonight. Excuse me. Hopefully we can make this quick. Huck Jam 4.5 is on. If you can make it, do it. That's all I'm going to say to you. Saturday, August 13th at the Pop Factory, 107 East Broadway, Princeton, Indiana. 11 to 6 or 7 or whenever, something like that. If you have an interest in coming or have any questions about it, please hit me up at the email for the event, which is huckjam@insightbb, as in boy, BB gun, whatever.com. So it's huckjam@insightbb.com. Send your RSVP if you know you're going to come. Also have a Facebook event page set up. It was limited to the friends I have, but if anybody know that I and you have not connected up as a Facebook friend, you know about it, you can find a Huck Jam 4.5 event. You can link that from my Facebook also. You can mark if you're attending. It's open to anybody. Now down to product business. It's been real slow last couple weeks with dealing with the problems with the house, but there are a few things to let you guys know. The wide version of the M2, which will be a 32 millimeter deck of the M2 mold, which was by far the most popular mold, I believe, will be available at Huck Jam. So if you're going to come to Huck Jam, you'll be one of the first people to be able to get those. Also, a new mold that's going to drop will also be available at Huck Jam. Huck Jam! Jam! Get rowdy with it. Look at me looking at my sheet like a newscaster. And today, ladies and gentlemen, now, Push M1 mold is going to be officially retired to be replaced by another mold. It was originally going to be replaced by the T1, but that's not the case. It lingered on a little bit, but it is officially retired. I don't think I have that off the site yet. Might be by the time you guys see this, though. Wheels will be back in stock in bountiful abundance by the end of the week. That includes, I did find a bag of minis left. I didn't know I had. I told someone that I only have one set left, which I thought I did in the bins right back here. I actually found a bag in one of my boxes of minis, so we'll have a few sets of those. There are a couple roll 9s up that I had lingering around that I found, but V6s will be back, along with some collared wheels will be available after the Huck Jam event. The colored wheels, like the Snosberry, the purple, and all those colors, will be available at the event, but for sale on the site after. So yeah. Also, the first Revo skates will be available at the Huck Jam event. So they won't be available to the general public until after that, which it's not like I don't think I'm gonna have a rush of people coming in just to get them, but some of the stuff I'm hanging on to, they'll give people who make the trip first chance at. So those will be available after the Huck Jam event, along with some other surprises. Surprise guest from quite a ways away who is planning the trip down. I'm not going to say who it is because I swore to them I would not, but you don't want to miss it. That's all I'm going to say to you. Just a couple quick things here to finish up, just to let you know on the flood status of the crib. My humble abode. Let me show you what we're working with now, just because everybody was curious and concerned and asking. But nonetheless, I don't know if you can see there's a heavy stain there. We was able to salvage the carpet, the pad. You can see this line right here. We did have to hack out some of the pad. It was ruined. The carpet is also ruined when we folded it over, like water spots and crap we got everywhere. But yeah, we don't really have the carpet back down all that well. And this is a mess over here, but I'll show you what we got going on out here, because I know everybody's just dying to know what I did. But it's a little dark out here. But what we did is we had to take, yeah, you can see, we had to take all the siding off, cut all the OSB out all along that wall that goes down, and all along back up here and on the door. Replaced the wood, and we had to put some waterproofing along there, because what happens is the water will run down. You can't see it. What am I doing? We'll run down this hill and puddle up right here on this patio out back, and you see the mud lines and all that junk, but it'll puddle up. And when they built the house, they didn't seal that off down there, so the water will creep under the sill plate and just get into the house. So I'm hoping we don't have the water coming down the hill fixed, but when water does come down the hill, I'm pretty confident it's not going to penetrate that barrier, but we still got to get the water coming down the hill fixed. Ashland's playroom is reduced to concrete. Carpet in here was completely toast. The pad was toast. It's kind of storage. All our toys and stuff we try to elevate, keep them off just in case. Do have a few random things in here, but yeah, this room is also got some damage on the wall, on the bottom, on the drywall, but we'll get to that later on. The important thing is we got all the water out and got the carpet dried out and everything, so we could at least salvage this carpet for the time being until, you know, we can reuse it. Hey, I know Ammon and Scott, everybody knows what this place is, a downstairs bathroom, but you see we got some water in here on the floor too. We've got to contend with all that, replace this floor in here, but hey, the joys of home ownership, as I've spoken with you guys before about that. So just want to give you guys a quick rundown of what we got. You know, in this area over here where, you know, I do all my work and have all the no supply stock and shipping supplies and all that stuff, you know, really didn't catch any of the water, so, you know, that was always safe. But nonetheless, that's the status for those who were kind of following what was going on and all that good stuff. Also, yeah, so thanks for bearing with me through that. You know, like I said, I had a lot of people concerned about what was going on and everything. I mean, it wasn't a huge deal, but it was, you know, it was a home. You know, it's not supposed to get water in it. So, yeah. I've had a couple people ask me about this, and I'm working on it the best that I can with the time I have had. But the Haggard obstacle prizes will be finished up shortly after the Huck Jam event. I do apologize for having to drag my feet on those. It was a little lack of communication on my part with, you know, with Nate at FFI on how the prizes worked. He was out of the country as well, so it was just kind of an odd thing there in the beginning. When I got ready to get, you know, things squared away, I got hit with the water, and that's where I'm at with it. So the trophies are being made currently. I didn't know that the lady doing those was going to let a bug in. Go on a vacation for a couple weeks, which kind of slowed it up. But, everything should be ready to go there shortly after the Huck Jam. I'll get with everybody and get addresses and everything, get that stuff out to you. Again, I apologize for making you guys wait. And final thing, I just wanted to say thank you to everyone who posted in the thread on FFI that Emmons started. I'm not going to lie. I'm not going to sit here and tell you blah, blah, blah. But 37 years old, reading some of that stuff and seeing the thread that Emmons started really, really was emotional for me for a split second. Well, a couple split seconds. To think that in the 3 years that I've been here, I've had that much of an impact on people is just, it's very humbling. And I really don't know how to take it sometimes. To me, I'm just Todd, living my life, doing what I do because I friggin' love it. Even in the hard times when it tests me on whether or not to continue with no comply, I still love it. And if it was up to me, I would do this until my body breaks down and I'm 87 and God calls me home. And that's the God's honest truth. I mean that because I absolutely love it that much. But to get off the tangent and back on the subject, I appreciate all the kind words that people said about me. Anybody who's, had a bad instance with me, or I've pissed off, or they've pissed me off along the way. Even the bad things. To me, it's the total encompassing factor of fingerboarding to me. The good and the bad. Thinking back the whole flat face, no comply drama. Looking back, that it was stupid. It created drama. Sure, people got kicks out of it and everything. But looking back, I've since thought about Mike, and people should look up to him because of what he's done at such a young age with fingerboarding. He's, and not to change the subject again. I'm good at that. I get on a ramble, but honestly, all the bad times that he and I had, I wouldn't change it to the point where I would take he or I out of the equation. To me, that's what has built fingerboarding for me. And any of the problems I had with Darkwood and Jay, and Jay and I, managed to salvage, a little bit of a friendship out of everything once we both talked. And it's just part of my fingerboarding history, and I don't know, even with all the bad, I wouldn't change any of it. I might change a few things, I guess, but what transpired made it what it is for me. And just, I don't know, man. I get lost for words when I really try to say what I want to say sometimes on a serious note. But everyone who has been a customer of mine in the 3 years I've been doing this, every one of you guys means something to me. And believe it or not, I mean that. It's because without you guys, I wouldn't be sitting here right now. And, you guys keep me motivated, and it's not like, you guys are a customer number, an order number. If I could take, 20 minutes a day and speak to every one of you online or email or give you my phone number and talk to you, I would. It's not possible. But that's the sincerity I have about it, and I would do that if it was possible. And, I just wanted to make sure I let everybody know that, I appreciate all the support that everyone's given me, from a business standpoint and from a friendship standpoint. and you know, from just supporting what I do and keep me going, you know. So yeah, serious stuff over now, but yeah. But I wanted to tell you guys that I really mean what I said. So yeah, that's gonna wrap us up for the night. Thanks for sitting through this odd one tonight. Can't think of anything else offhand, but yeah. And as I said before, you know, support legit fingerboard companies, and you know, keep them going. The ones innovating are the ones that are gonna continue to bring the stuff that you want. So, but nonetheless, whatever you ride the shit out of it. Until next week, thanks again, guys. See you.